The Legend of Ancestor Gene, A Bloody Cultivation Journey, 1991 Review, Milky Way. Welcome, fellow Taoists, to the 1991 Review channel. This is a place to distill the essence and analyze the mysteries within countless Xianxia cultivation stories. The emergence of the old demonic grandmaster. In the vast realm of mortal cultivation, the name Ancestor Gene, CCM Desu, whose original name was Wu Jin, OCZM, is an unforgettable villain. He was an island master of Gene Island, a power that was certainly not supreme, but also absolutely not easy, provoking the disordered star seas, Lone Tin High. Ancestor Gene carries the title of the first old demonic grandmaster, Lao Ma Dao, mentioned by the author Wang Yu, Vong Gu. With a nascent soul stage in Gwen on So KY, cultivation base, this old devil was notorious for his cunning and treachery, causing even Han Li, the exceptional protagonist, to break out in a cold sweat when facing him. Today, 1991 Review will join you in exploring this ancestor. Wu Jin, the ancestor surnamed Wu, has a blood descendant named Wu Cho, Osu. He established his own power called Gene Island, whose strength was similar to his own, standing among nascent soul cultivators. Not strong, but absolutely not weak. He was once a disciple of Venerable Xuangu, Huin Kat Thuong Nan, but used despicable means to ambush his master, sealing Xuangu on a deserted island. After that, he went into seclusion for 100 years deep beneath the sea, refining the shocking heavenly metropolis Seven Flames, Tien Du That Hoa, divine ability. Ancestor Gene was an ambitious man whose sole obsession was to seize the hollow sky cauldron, Hu Thien Din, the number one supreme treasure of the disordered star seas, which contained countless ancient treasures and precious pills like the heaven-mending pill, Bo Thien Dan. To achieve this, he stopped at nothing, employing every dirty trick from deception and manipulation to bloody slaughter. Deep schemes and the confrontation with Han Li. The first time Gene was mentioned, his true form had not yet appeared. When Han Li was at the Foundation establishment stage, KY Truck Co., hunting the spirit root-devouring beast with the Sixth Direction Palace, he was brazenly snatched from success by Wu Cho, Gene's descendant. Wu Cho arrogantly declared, "The family's demonic art has reached major completion, and the old man is about to emerge from his underwater seclusion. Consider the spirit root-devouring beast a congratulatory gift for the old ancestor." These words instantly made all the Foundation establishment and even core formation cultivators turn pale with fear. The incident ended with two Sixth Direction Palace elders defecting and joining Wu Cho to massacre everyone present. Han Li fortunately escaped, but the name old Ancestor Gene was etched deeply into his mind. 60 years later, Han Li successfully formed his core, Ket Dan. Just when he thought he could roam freely, he immediately encountered a great catastrophe on his first trip out of seclusion. For the sake of the Heavenly Thunder Bamboo, Dien Loy Truck, Han Li participated in the revenge operation of the Wonderful Sound Sect, attacking the Shadow Kill Sect's palace. The battle, however, turned out to be an elaborate trap. Wu Cho reappeared, calling the Shadow Kill Sect Master Martial Granduncle, a title that stunned everyone, revealing a relationship of master and treacherous disciple. The shocking truth was, the Shadow Kill Sect Master had once stolen a fragment of the Hollow Sky map from Gene when the ancestor was in seclusion. Now, Ancestor Gene had used a secret technique to possess Wu Cho, without Wu Cho himself even realizing it. Gene's true self emerged, a thin, old figure with an unervingly sharp voice. He sneered, revealing that everything was a trap set by him. He instructed Wu Cho to create a feud with the Wonderful Sound Sect to use them to destroy the Shadow Kill Sect, while simultaneously aiming for the 1,000-year-old Heavenly Thunder Bamboo, which would produce the evil Bane Divine Thunder to overcome a difficult bottleneck in his cultivation, and the beauty of Ziling, Tu Lin. The ancestor forced the cultivators to hand over 1/3 of their nascent soul to submit or be wiped out. A cultivator named Foam tried to flee and was immediately severely wounded by Gene's heavenly metropolis Seven Flames, causing Han Li to take a sharp breath, realizing he stood no chance. Old monster Chihua, Zichhoa Lauke, betrayed them, and the battle quickly dissolved. The fastest one to escape was none other than Han Li. He, along with Chu Hun, Kukan, and the Blood Jade Spider, Hiet Nakchi Chu, desperately broke through the seal and fled. Han Li had to hide deep underground for over a month, which showed the extent of his fear toward a nascent soul powerhouse like Gene. The Hollow Sky Cauldron and self-destruction. Gene was not angry that Han Li escaped. Instead, he took notice of the Blood Jade Spider in Han Li's possession, a key item needed to acquire the Hollow Sky Cauldron. The ancestor schemes had always revolved around this supreme treasure. Before the Hollow Sky Palace, Hu Thien Dain, opened, Han Li accidentally broke a seal and rescued Venerable Xuangu. The Master Gene had ambushed. Xuangu's cunningness made Han Li realize just how terrifying Gene was. In the Hollow Sky Palace, Gene used his power to force Han Li, who possessed the Blood Jade Spider, to become his disciple. Han Li knew he was being used, feel his fate was no different from being an apothecary's apprentice under Mo Dafu back then, when cultivator Chingy, Tondike CUSI, another nascent soul, exposed a scheme. Jin was forced to abide by the rules of the cultivation world, sharing the benefits with Chingy and forcing Han Li to choose one of them as a master to gain a legitimate identity to enter the inner palace. Under the clear shadow of death, Han Li reluctantly chose Jin. Jin gave him the Yin-Yang rings, Am Jum Hon, a token of discipleship, which was actually a pair of twin magic treasures used for control, intentionally keeping the Yang ring for himself, revealing his malicious intent. During the process of using the blood jade spider to lift the hollow sky cauldron, Han Li was ambushed by a Star Palace elder, and the cauldron fell, allowing a heaven-mending pill to fly out and be snatched away. Jin gave chase, but did not forget to leave two heavenly metropolis demonic corpses behind to guard Han Li and Wu Chou, preparing to silence them. Unexpectedly, Han Li not only escaped but miraculously managed to seize a hollow sky cauldron, the number one treasure the disordered star seas, after fighting and killing Wu Chou. Jin was furious. He risked crossing the star seas, using a transmission formation to relentlessly pursue Han Li in the outer star seas. Karmic retribution. 200 years later, Han Li had painstakingly cultivated, reaching the late nascent soul stage in Gwyn on Hao KY. Coincidentally returning to the disordered star seas, he heard that Jin, now an elder of the Rebel Star Alliance, was stationed nearby. Han Li secretly infiltrated Jin's residence, witnessing the old devil-torturing bearded man, who Manho too, the one who stole the heaven-mending pill years ago, with black flames. Jin was overjoyed to see Han Li, and immediately unleashed his divine abilities to attack, but was too late. Han Li was now a mature, ferocious beast, easily overpowering Jin, even freezing him into an ice statue. Ancestor Jin was horrified, unable to believe that the Foundation establishment disciple from years ago had surpassed him. Bearded man who asked Han Li for permission to deal with Jin, to devour the ancestor's nascent soul and gain a chance for reincarnation. Han Li agreed. Jin, who had once ambushed his master Xuangu, now met a tragic end at the hands of a seemingly insignificant disciple like Han Li. Karmic retribution was precise. Finally, Han Li completely erased all traces, using a magical technique to burn Jin's remaining body into ashes, making the old demonic Grandmaster vanish forever from the mortal world. Thank you, fellow Taoists, for staying with 1991 Review until the end. If you found these analyses helpful on your path to cultivation, please remember to like and leave a comment so we can have a motivation to continue unearthing the profound secrets of the cultivation world. Until we meet again in the next legend. Waving hand.